Alrighty, today's Monday, February 23rd, 2026. VO2 max day. Yeah, I did not watch YouTube over the weekend. Slept pretty well. Yeah, so I'll see how this VO2 max goes. Try not to overthink it. I'm honestly thinking a rest week, but gotta be open to my body responding well and actually doing relatively good performance. So yeah. Alrighty, this is rep number 4. Not feeling it. I'll give it a rip right now. 413 watts for 5 minutes. That's what day it is. That's what kind of day it is. $407 watts for 5 minutes. That's the 5th rep. And that's gonna call it. Alrighty. I'm gonna start the accelerations. We'll start off light first. Yeah. Number 2. Alrighty. Number 4. Alright. Number 5. 1, 2. Number 6. Okay, was this the 7th one? Yeah, these don't really feel too smooth. Alrighty. Last one. Alrighty, so finish with that. 2.5 hour ride. So appended an extra 30 minutes on it. Gonna do some strength training. So pull-ups, push-ups, squats. And that'll be it for today. Definitely got weaker on those. I'm gonna have to do that a little more consistently. I think the last time I did it was Friday? Thursday, maybe? Okay. Push-ups, we're gonna go for something like 15, I guess. Alrighty, man. Some push-ups. Yeah, my lat definitely is not aggravated by pull-ups. Makes me think it's not the lat. These push-ups, they're more aggravated by these push-ups, actually. Down. Okay, that's good enough. Man, I look a little fluffy. Definitely weighed in a little heavy too, so just retaining a lot of water weight. We'll see what I am looking like later in the week. Alrighty, pyramided up to 185. Now I got 215 on in there. Yeah, 215. So I'll go for this. Okay, that was pretty good. I think I might give 235 a rip. Alrighty, 235. That is quite heavy, so 215 for 2 reps, pretty clean. 235 for like not even a quarter squat. That's gonna be it. Alrighty, so today is Tuesday, February 25th, 2026. So, just did my 2.5 hours, zone 2 on the bike. I'm gonna do some ski erging, 30-ish minutes. And then the last 10 minutes before I ended, I lowered my handlebars, just because when I'm standing up, and I see it in the videos a lot, I just shrug up a ton, and I need to like almost have my like elbows like unnaturally bent, not to shrug up, especially if I want to put more weight over the handlebars. It ends up just getting too crunched. So I lowered it pretty much all the spacers. That would have been 25 millimeters. Only rode with it for 3 minutes, but it doesn't really feel much different for that 3 minutes I did. It doesn't really feel much different in the saddle. Out of the saddle though, feels a little better. I don't have to like really like, push my shoulders down and deal with like a bunch of elbow tension. So that's that. Alrighty, so on the bike already. Today's Wednesday. It's gonna be Wednesday, February 26th, 2026. It's gonna be a threshold effort. Body isn't feeling too bad, but it's definitely a little warmer in here. Yeah, like when do I ever want to do threshold? So just grind it out. I'll consult ChatGPT first. Yeah. It's alright. Usually I ride about 10 hours and it's fine. I also got my trainer power meter. So, and that's on being recorded on Swift. They're usually pretty close, within 5 watts. So, yeah, nothing really changing too much. I got this thing on the dry function, this air conditioner, and it's 75% humidity. It's like fucking shit. Anyways, I mean, I know past 70, especially for threshold, it's a joke. Alrighty, about to go to work. So I tried 7 minutes at threshold. I did the priming sets first. Didn't feel that great. Then yeah, I gave threshold 7 minutes. I believe I could tell when things aren't working. Very flat. It just wasn't like engaging. I don't want to say the heart rate wasn't like, it wasn't that responsive. I mean, 370 watts for 7 minutes, and it's like, I think it hit 159 or 160. So yeah, I mean, I think that's somewhat close to what other previous temps were, previous threshold workouts were around that time. But yeah, legs just felt not springy, flat, you know. And yeah, so I'm just gonna call this week a rest week, I guess, starting Tuesday. So I did Monday. Again, the power wasn't great on the VO2 max. I did do a 5x5. And then, yeah, I'll just take, no intensity until Monday. So, like next Monday. So I only have like 5 days, but yeah. Ended up doing 4 hours. I had some extra time. Yeah, it's not really gonna be much different aside from removing the intensity. So, yeah, hopefully my legs start feeling pretty ready to actually like do some intensity. And yeah, hopefully I make a adaptation and get to the next level. 370, 380, that'd be cool. 430, 440 for VO2 max. That'd be pretty great. Alrighty, it is Thursday. Just about to finish 2 hours on the bike. Then I'm gonna try to get 60 to 90 minutes on the road. Legs feel pretty good. Bike feels pretty good. So I'm not doing the threshold yesterday. I definitely noticed a difference. Alright. done with 1 hour. Done with 1 hour of rowing. 20-minute blocks. Felt pretty good. 185 watts average. So yeah, slowly climbing up. Alrighty, it's Friday. No VO2 max. Just some zone 2. Maybe do some upper body stuff too. I do want to try to do pull-ups, push-ups before. So I think my record is 8.5. So if I get 9 pull-ups, that'd be great. Yeah, let's get started. I think that was 9. Man, I'd call that 9. Okay, push-ups. Go for like 23 or something. Let's bang these out. 20. 22. And half. Okay. Almost got there. Okay, let's do some pull-ups again. Now some push-ups. Let's go for like 5, at least 5 push-ups. Alrighty, now for the pump check. How would it look if I just did this? So I should do this here. Okay, that's enough. Alrighty, so I just finished the zone 2 hours. Saddle definitely feels a lot more comfortable. I did lower it a bit, but that's how it felt when I lowered it a bit a couple months ago. So, yeah, maybe I just gained some fat on my butt, and that's why I need to lower it. Also, I've had kind of this issue, right? Yeah, kind of right here. Here, I feel it right in here. Yeah, there you go. Right in here. Kind of feel it right here too. I've had an issue there previously, a couple years ago. Sometimes it comes back. Yeah, so it's probably because I'm like, I'd imagine trying to pedal high cadence, standing up, kind of like, yeah, I don't know. So anyways, when I was pedaling about 105 cadence, doing 260 watts in the saddle, felt, and just relaxed, seemed to be totally fine. So I'll have to remember that tomorrow if it's still a little sensitive. Yeah, can do the skier. Try to get an hour in. Just easy. Don't go too hard. Alright, so I just did the ski erg. 1 hour. Felt pretty good. Probably in my best hour of ski erging. My right lower, my right, like, yeah, not at the hip, lower back, but it's between the hip and the bottom of the rib cage. It's tight. So I feel like I'm just crooked in some way. So I'll have to look at that more. Can do some deadlifts. Alrighty, so did 2 sets of 2 for at 205. Then it's gonna do 1 rep or attempt a rep at 235. Yeah, okay. That's it. Alrighty. Saturday. I guess the 28th of February, 2026. 6-hour ride is planned. Yeah. Definitely feel a lot better today than I had the past 3 weeks. So I think I have finally kind of gotten that fatigue off. So yeah, kind of hopeful for next week's intensity. Left knee still has some issues. I think the lateral vastus lateralis is maybe a little tight. Maybe the glute's a little tight. It's kind of pulling that patella laterally, so then I get this like involuntary tension, muscle tone in the medial muscles. So yeah, seems to be totally fine if I just relax and try not to like contract it. So yeah. Alrighty, just finished up my ride. Nothing too dramatic. kept the left knee, you know, okay. So yeah, that's really it. Also kept the humidity and temperature pretty moderated, so not too bad. You can kind of see the got a lot of salty crustaceans. Alrighty, so did 2 hours on the bike. I felt alright. Did feel a little more sore, knees, glutes, and hamstrings. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's because I'm running the saddle more, maybe I'm out of the saddle more. Yeah, try not to read too much into that. Gonna be doing the rower I'm trying to do 2 hours. And then no ski erg. If I can't do 2 hours, I'll finish it whatever time I have left on the ski erg.
This is an appeal to tradition that's inappropriate because it's used not to recognize the culture of the business or the organization, but to...
Alrighty, so just did 2 hours of rowing. That's the longest row session yet, so that's nice. I wanted to do 2 hours previous weeks, but yeah, just too much fatigue and, you know, local fatigue in the back. So this time seems like, yeah, I adapted enough to be able to do 2 hours now. 182 watts average power, so that's pretty similar to all my other rowing sessions. Just gonna do PT now, and then that'll be it.